Hi, ma'am. So to
Hi.
start with, can you give me a brief introduction about yourself?
Okay, I'm Anu Goel, a counseling psychologist. I've been practicing past 20 years, past 16 years in Delhi, and before that in Bombay. And I have different clinics, private clinic, as well as I'm attached to hospitals, Permanent Hospital, which is in civil lines, and other hospitals like Gauri Hospital, which are all in civil lines area. And I deal with patients of all age, but I specialize with family therapy and family consultations and marriage counseling. Uh, that's exactly what I do.
Okay. So if you don't mind telling us, do you have any medical history?
No, I don't have any medical history at all.
Okay, and in light with the fact that you're a psychologist, and
Mhm.
in COVID times, the lockdown and all, many people have been facing family issues, domestic violence, etc. And in the fact, keeping in mind the fact that you specialize in family counseling. So, do you think there has been a spur in the cases, like cases have increased, or maybe how have you dealt with the fact that so many people are coming now, etc.?
Yes. See, right now in this time, in this pandemic time, a lot of cases have increased. A lot of people are having issues. And even normal people who never thought there were issues in the marriage have decided to separate, or separate means take a divorce or live separately, because they suddenly realized that we didn't even see these issues which we're just putting under the cover. Because nowadays most of us are working, husband and wife both. So it's like even if I have a fight with my spouse, I go to work and I forget about it. I come back by the evening. So it's dealt with. But during this pandemic, we are together in the same house. So I can go from one room to another room or to a bathroom. But I get to see another half an hour. That has created a lot of ruckus. People have gone really haywire and they don't know what they were doing. And a lot of emotional issues have come up. A lot of things which they were putting under the cover for ages has sprung up, and they have started dealing with it, and they were not able to deal with it. Another thing, a lot of people have affairs nowadays. It's not like a done thing to have affairs, but people are having affairs. I'm talking about married people. So those affairs have got totally ruined because of the pandemic, because you can't meet your spouse. You're like your boyfriend or your girlfriend. So a
Yeah.
lot of anxiety and depression,
Okay, so
fights.
like because there's been a lot of anxiety and depression, and you can't always go out and go to the hospital because again there's a COVID scare. So how have you dealt with
Yeah.
the patients and the huge number of people who are approaching you right now?
See, because even I was not, none of us were meeting anyone, so we're doing everything online. So basically, trying to find them solutions in whatever means they have. So depending on what they have, if they're living in a bungalow or they're living in an apartment, thankfully in Delhi most people are living in bungalows. So you can at least go to your own garden.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you go to your terrace. But you find ways of dealing with things. And what has happened in this pandemic is that people are, you can't run away from your problems suddenly. Changing a mood, talking to someone, doing something is different. Now you're just four people in the house, so you have to deal with it. So that has created a lot of ruckus. And everybody's on everybody's face because you have children also having classes, if you take that. It has been a very messy thing, but people are managing somehow.
Yeah, that's true. So like how do you think the government has responded to the COVID situation, like in general?
See, honestly, the government did whatever they thought was the best. But look, from the outsider view, we always feel they should have not done a lockdown in March. They should have done it on later. If they would have done later, we would have said done that in March. So it's like a catch 22. Whatever the government would do, we would say, "Us time to abhi karna tha." We just find this thing. Now, we don't know what the best was. But I feel when somebody is doing something at that authority, would do the best because they don't want to harm us,
Yeah, that's right.
right? But the only thing they could have done is given some more time for people to return back home. Like what they did on Sunday, like they just closed on Sunday and from Monday onwards closed. I think it was 23rd March or 22nd March.
22nd.
They didn't let people go back to their house. If I was in Bombay for work, I'm stuck in Bombay.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't fly back to my own house. That was a big nuisance. Other than that, it was okay. They had given 4 5 days or 2 days so that people could go back to their houses. That would have helped.
Yeah. As we already mentioned that the number of anxiety cases, depression, etc. have increased. So do you think mental health as a whole has gained awareness during lockdown? Like people are
It
getting to know
has
about it?
Definitely, people are talking much more about mental health. The cases, the amount of cases I was seeing was hell of a lot. A lot of financial issues have come up. So at that COVID time, I was seeing a lot of people free because people can't afford it. There
Yeah.
were a lot of students stuck in Delhi who are from Dubai and from Kuwait and other areas, Malaysia. They couldn't go back home and they didn't have money to eat food. So you can't charge them money to consult.
Yeah, obviously not.
You're actually feeling bad for students and the kids, the children, 18, 19-year-old children. So mental health has definitely picked up a lot, and people have started talking about it much more in this COVID time, where people are discussing, sharing. I think practically everybody went through a low phase and a lot of question marks in their head whether this will ever improve, whether things will fall into place, and whether we'll ever be normal.
That's right.
And people with OCD and all, OCD like obsessive compulsive disorder, their OCD also increased hell of a lot because OCD is washing hands, and what you do in COVID is wash hands. So if I was already having an OCD patient, their OCD multiplied.
Yeah,
We're trying to reduce the hand washing of hands, and over here we're telling them wash your hands. So they're washing 5 times, they're washing 50 times.
yeah.
So a lot of mental health issues have sprung up, which we were trying to curb down also.
Okay, so ma'am, like, online doing counseling, was it hard for you? Because first thing, the technology was new. Secondly, you weren't used to this system of having it all online, and you put like giving people therapy on being far from each other. That how has
I
that
agree with
been?
you. It was very difficult for me also because what happens is, we're not used to, like, I'm not used to, I see patients, I see about 10 patients or 11 patients a day, but I'm not used to seeing patients on screen. So initially, after 2 or 3 sessions, my eyes just start hurting. Because see, when I'm having a session on screen, I can't look away. I can't look here and look there. I have to look on screen. It's rude if I look here and look there.
Yeah,
And when I'm seeing somebody, when I'm having on face to face, you look either other. It's a normal thing.
and
So
yeah,
the screen time for me had increased so much and my eyes were watering and I couldn't understand why it's watering. So that's
yeah,
one thing which was difficult. See, technology is okay, we can manage because I was doing Zoom sessions and webinars and all. But those are like 1 hour in once a day. But sessions online were difficult, especially for people who were not that literate or not that technology, this thing, they were finding it very difficult.
yeah.
They did not know how to log in and how to do it. And they were like, can we come to your place and see you? And I'm like, you can't come to my place. It's difficult for you to come to my place.
Yes, ma'am.
So that was definitely difficult.
Yeah, of course. So, putting aside the downfalls of COVID, is there something positive, like a positive effect of COVID that you have had, or maybe you experience as a psychologist? Anything?
I just feel it's mental health. Because of COVID, somewhere which we as psychologists were trying to tell people if you have a problem, work on it, take help. People were not doing it. But because of COVID, people have come forth because they suddenly realized, oh my God, what we're running from and we're putting under the cover, we need to work on it. So that has been great. So they've become like more aware of their feelings and what they feel and how they feel towards each other, towards their children, their responsibilities at home also. Because I've also had clients who do not have staff; they had part timers, which were not coming, so they had to do double work, office work, homework, children's homework. It was like multitasking. Just like living abroad and managing everything. So that is another positive thing where people suddenly realize that just with money you cannot buy everything. You can have tons of money, but you cannot get staff.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's
right.
definitely been positive stuff where people have learned, even spouses, like husbands have helped out their wives, which has been a very good thing. There have been cases where certain husbands will not even pick up a cup of, like Indian scenario, they don't even pick up a cup of tea and or make anything, but because they realized the wife can't manage, they were helping them. So it helped the bonding of the couple also.
On this note,
So it's
thank
like
you so
working as
much.
a team.
Yes, ma'am. On this note, thank you so much for your time. It was lovely getting to know about your experience with the pandemic and the lockdown. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, anytime. Thank you. Bye. See you.
Bye, ma'am. Have a great day.